The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and verse 38 in the NLT. And it reads, a drought will strike her water supply, causing it to dry up. And why? Because the whole land is filled with idols, and the people are madly in love with them. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Habushah, Wahara Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect that seeking to be the elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen. Some look like the heathen, begin with the 144,000. Preacher, teachers, and prophet Shalom. If you think you have about Hashem Habushah playing, I don't know why you think that. Hey, hey, we told y'all through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shah, you play with God and Jesus, but you ain't playing with Yahweh Shah. These words are faithful and true. God and Jesus ain't got no prophets. Jeremiah 50 and 38. In the KJV, a drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For it is a land of graven images, and they are mad upon the idols. So Yahweh Shema Shah judging Babylon because of idol worship, witchcraft, wickedness, all that foolishness, man. Alright? So everyone, hey, 2/3 of Israel that's cleaving unto America, you want to do your own thing. Remember, though hand join the hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. All y'all catching it, man. Alright? All y'all catching it. Everybody in America is catching it. Hey, us as a hopeful elect, seeking to be the elect of Yahweh Shema Shah of the nation of Israel, Israel only, we got to go through it too. But guess what? We're going to be confident during these times. Alright? Now, as you see at the top, right, it says, one day ago, CBS, and this is in Iredell County, but I got some information pulled up, and we can pull it up. So this drought is not only in North Carolina, in Iredell County, and I know exactly what it is, right? Out there on 85, going to Charlotte, you know. Ain't nothing but meth heads, drug dealers, and niggas out there, man. When I said niggas, I'm talking about Edomites and them Israelites. Alright? Everybody on dope, damn near. I ain't talking about crack. Nah, these niggas on fentanyl, meth. Man, they jacked up, man. They jacked up out there on the west side of North Carolina, man. Anyway, mandatory water restrictions in effect as extreme drought conditions expand across North Carolina. And it's not just North Carolina. So you have about Shema Shah that's holding back the water, man. Hey, there's a drought upon Babylon's waters. Hey, when you get real quick, what is it, Deuteronomy? Is it 30? It might be 28. Instead of rain, dust. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 24. Now remember, these plagues are now upon the heathen. These plagues are now upon America. Now, when you read Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 24, let's get that in the NLT. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shai will strike you with wasting diseases, fever, inflammation, and scorching heat, and drought, and with blight and mildew. These disasters will pursue you until you die. And 2/3 of Israel is going to get judged by these plagues, man. Alright, this is one of the plagues Yahweh Shema Shah sent upon Babylon. The skies above will be as unyielding as bronze, and the earth beneath will be as hard as iron. Why? Because of no water. It says, meaning, talking about hard, chapped ground. And we're going to read it in Jeremiah 14. If you don't know what a chapped ground is, let's pull it up. Let's read this real quick. It says, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah will change the rain that falls on your land into powder, and dust will pour down from the sky until you are destroyed. Hey, no rain. You see? Now, Jeremiah chapter 14. Now, where there is no water, there is no life. Alright? Okay? Where there's no water, there's no life. Nothing can survive without water, from plants to people, nothing. Hey, if you don't wash things, hey, vehicles and things of that nature, power wash your house and things of that nature, driveways, what builds up? Mold, mildew. Hey, metals. When you don't clean it, they start to rust. Bacteria start to build up. All right? It says Jeremiah 14, I'm in 1. It says, the word of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai that came to Jeremiah concerning the dearth, meaning drought. It says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish, they are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Hey, the cries, hey, this time about during the time of Jerusalem, Yahweh Shema Shai brought these plagues upon Jerusalem, man, during the time of the southern kingdom. All right? Because of the wickedness. The same thing going on now with 2/3 of Israel, northern kingdom and southern kingdom. Hey, Yahweh Shema Shai judging all of America, you Edomites too. It says, and their royal and their nobles have sent their little ones to the waters. They came to the pits and found no water. They returned with their vessels empty. They were ashamed and confounded and covered their heads because the ground is chapped. For there was no rain in the earth. The plowmen were ashamed. They covered their heads. Yeah, the hind also calved in the field and forsook it because there was no grass, right, where there is no water, rain. Hey, nothing can survive, so there's no grass. Guess what? The animals can't eat. And the wild asses did stand in the high places. They snuffed up the wind like dragons. Their eyes did fail because there was no grass. You see that? Now you get this. Let's pull up a picture of chopped ground. And there's chopped ground when there is a drought, when there is no rain. This is what a chopped ground looks like. If you've ever seen it, you see how it looks broken up. That's an AI video. But let's show another video. Chopped ground look crazy, man. Damn. Let's see if another image come up. Let me see. Let me see. Here it is. I wanted more of a realistic picture instead of an AI image. You see chopped ground. And when there's a drought, again, that means a famine. All right? A famine. Animals die. Crops, plants don't grow. See, this is chopped ground. How it looks broken up. It gets hard. You see? You see that? That's a chopped ground. Okay? As we read in Jeremiah, animals gonna die. People gonna die. Then it said, you go on your body, you gonna go like 3 days without water or something like that. And that's all I drink. All right? And let's get this real quick because we're in a time of rationing. As we're going to play the video, Ezekiel 4. Ezekiel 4, right? Ezekiel 4. And 16. I'm going to read it in the NLT. Why the hell about Shema Shah? Then he told me, son of man, I will make food very scarce in Jerusalem. So a famine also consists of lack of water too. A lot of times when people talk about famine, it's the shortage of food. It's a shortage of resources, all right? Food and water. Then he told me, which, hey, you need both food and water to survive. You can't just survive on water alone. You can't just survive off food alone. You need food and water. Then he told me, son of man, I will make food very scarce in Jerusalem. It will be weighed out with great care and eaten carefully. The water will be rationed out drop by drop. So you see, going to the water restrictions. So people ain't gonna be out soon. Hey, People ain't gonna just be out here washing cars, water fights, water parks opening. People just wasting water and damn brushing your teeth, you leaving the water running, washing dishes, water still running, stuff like that. See, hey, Yahweh Shema Shot is cutting back the comfortability, man, of Babylon. Because hey, people so used to having and having and having and not knowing and understanding the importance of what they do have. All right? So when these things are gone, people want to panic. And then they're going to die if they don't get what they need. But we know a lot of people are going to die, according to prophecy. The water will be rationed out drop by drop, and the people will drink it with dismay. Lacking food and water, people will look at one another in terror, and they will waste away under their punishment, meaning they're going to die. You see? You see that? Now I pulled up some information. Because I said, man, it ain't just North Carolina out there, Iredale. I said, let me type it in. So I typed in, I got to pull up on my other phone, but I'm going to type it up on this phone. I typed in counties and states with water restrictions due to drought. Counties and states with water restrictions due to drought. Lord willing, the same information come up. You know how I do sometimes. It reads, as of mid-April 2026, 82 North Carolina counties are under drought-related disaster declarations with mandatory restrictions in Raleigh and surrounding areas. And Raleigh packed, man. That's the capital of North Carolina. Severe drought is also forcing restrictions in parts of Texas, 31 counties, Arizona, Kearney, and for millions of Southern California. North Carolina critical updates 82 counties designated as disaster areas due to drought, including extreme, severe, and moderate conditions. And you know, it's already getting hot. So wait till this heat turn up. And it's a drought, man. People gonna stroke out, man. Niggas ain't going to work on that goddamn AC. But AC is gonna be breaking down. Hey, all y'all sitting back, man, I need a soda, man. Nope. That sugar gonna dehydrate you. Your throat gonna get sticky. And you're gonna pass out. Skin gonna dry up. You ain't gonna be able to swallow. I mean, I'm just saying. Hey, my speech all so you ain't gonna be able to tell if I'm dehydrated or not. Hey, hey, people gonna be slurring their speech. People ain't gonna want to talk. People ain't gonna want to talk. You know, man, it's be so damn hot, man. People gonna lack water, man. They gonna be so sad. They gonna want to cry, man. This shit. Their eyes gonna be hurting. They can't even cry. Eyes gonna be dry as I don't know what. Red. People gonna be so dehydrated they ain't gonna be able to sweat. They ain't gonna pass out. Hey, how? Damn, I just saw the vision too. Yo, that junk gonna be crazy. How about Shemasha ain't playing, man? Hey, hey, how things come up, man. It sounds like I'm joking, but I'm dead serious. I just said it in a joking manner. But hey, how about Shemasha? I say gonna mock me with fear come. And I just pray I'm exempt. Hey, may the will of Yahweh Shemasha be done, man. But I pray I am exempt, man. All of us. Please, Yahweh Shemasha, please. It says Raleigh Water, Raleigh, Garner, Knightdale, Roseville, Wake Forest, Wendell, Zebulon. That's the middle of North Carolina right there. Stage 1 water again begin April the 20th, 2026. The day Friday, April 17th. It says due to low levels in Falls Lake, Iredell County water restrictions in effect. So what about Charlotte? Charlotte, that's Mecklenburg County. You know, out there in Cabarrus County, all that. Concord, Rowan County. You know, that's out there in the west, man. All of them right there together. 10 minutes, 15 minutes apart from each other. It says Texas, 31 counties. Counties reporting water use restrictions with 10 counties implementing bans on outdoor watering. Mandatory restrictions in areas like Lake, Medina, Shores, and River Bend estates. And look, Man, do you know the bacteria that's gonna build up, man? It's gonna be crazy, man. People gonna get sick, can't wash your hands. Hey, Venezuela, remember Venezuela? So hey, water, people gonna have to store up water. You know, in barrels, little buckets and containers and stuff like that. Hey, soon, hey, then this heat coming too. Soon, man, hey, people gonna start rushing to Walmart buying up all the waters. Hey, don't forget the story of the woman with Elijah and the woman with the child. I was during the time of the famine, and Yahweh Shema Shah kept replenishing her oil and bread. Well, Yahweh Shema Shah could do the same thing for the elect of Israel in different scenarios, you know. In other words, we could be taken care of. Hey, Yahweh Shema Shah said in Isaiah, our bread and our water shall be sure. Let's get that. Isaiah 33:16. The Wadi Yahweh Shema Shah. It says, he that dwell. Let's start up. It says, let's start at 14. The sinners in Zion are afraid. Yeah, 2/3. Fearfulness has surprised the hypocrites. That's these prophecies. Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? And this is the answer to the question. In other words, who's going to survive the judgments of Yahweh Shema Shah? He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despises the gain of oppressions, that shaketh his hands from holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil. Hey, that's the elect, those that have repented and converted and turned back to Yahweh Shema Shah. That's obedient. That's hearing the voice of Yahweh Shema Shah. It says, he shall dwell on high, his place of defense shall be the munition of rocks, that's protection. Bread shall be given him, his water shall be sure. NLT verse 16, these are the ones who will dwell on high, the rocks of the mountains will be their fortress, food will be supplied to them, and they will have water in abundance. You see? You see? Let's go back. Come on, phone. Don't start tripping. Back to Google. It says Arizona and Southwest. It says currently Arizona implementing severe restrictions, potential for water to run out by July. Statewide, widespread. Hey, and you got these AI data centers, man, that's sucking up all the water. So, hey, Yahweh Shema Shah judging this place, man. Hey, the AI center sucking up all that water. And we went into how many gallons of water used per day. I forgot how many. But you can look it up. Type in how many gallons of water AI data centers use per day. It says widespread persistent drought conditions affect water availability across the state. Regional in Arizona, man, that's a lot of Northern Kingdom out there, man. A lot of Northern Kingdom out there. Primarily Northern Kingdom. Regional, it says regional. California, New Mexico, Nebraska, and Colorado are seeing high water stress and groundwater depletion. Ooh, you know we got to get it, man. Because, hey, this prophecy right here covers the lights going out and everything. 2nd Ezra 6. And when Yahweh Shema Shah, all praise to Yahweh Shema Shah, man. It's a blessing to be in this truth, man, because we could be lost like these niggas out here. They don't know what's going on, man. Niggas going to work doing the same damn routine every day, crying about bills. Things happening, they crying. Oh my goodness, man, help me, man, help me. I need some help. Women crying. How y'all making it? I'm tired of doing it by myself. No, you ain't, bitch. You want to do it by yourself. Y'all want to do it by yourselves. Well, you got it. You niggas out there think you tough. You tough, you got it. Y'all by Shema Shah can suck the life out of y'all niggas, man. Literally. 2nd Ezra 6 and 24. And at that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies. The earth shall stand still in fear with those that dwell therein. So it's a time of chaos, anarchy. People fighting, friends fighting against one another like enemies. So it ain't going to be no love out here. Everybody can be terrified except for the elect, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. Everybody gonna be terrified except for the elect. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So you see, come on, man. That's drought. That's sucking up the water supply. And again, where there's no water, there's no what? There's no lights. All right? Because water, you need water for everything. All right? So this can bring forth a lot of chaos. You let a nigga walk around looking like he hydrated. They go, oh, hell, this nigga look like he fresh. Like he hydrated. Nigga, skin glowing. Speech clear. He sweat. Oh no, this nigga got some H2O. So hey, dude, hey, we ain't, hey, during this time, man, there ain't gonna be no washing your clothes every week and twice a week, you know, 2-3 times a week, once a week, going around smelling fresh. Man, people gonna be on your line. I mean, I'm just saying. Hey, like on the book of Eli, he said, one thing about this chaos and what's going on, you could tell when people took showers. You see? He said you can tell when people take showers and don't, or something like that, he said. I think he smelled the woman's shampoo in the hair or something like that. It's been a while since I've seen it. But it says, wow. Hold on, this ain't the same. Damn. Yeah, it done change up on me, y'all. Damn. Yeah, it done change up on me. I'm gonna try to keep it right here. We already hit North Carolina. Adair County, South Carolina. It says Oconee, Pickens, Anderson, Abbeville. This is South Carolina. McCormick and Edgefield counties are experiencing moderate drought with potential restrictions affecting areas around Lakes, Cowee, and Jocassee. And you know they Gadites and Reubenites. It says, but they look like Negroes because we the same people. I think they label Native Americans, us Native Americans as Negroes in, was it 1602 or 1882? I forget. You can look it up. Because we the same people. We brothers. We sisters. We the 12 tribes of Israel. Colorado, it says Denver metro area cities and towns have instituted restrictions. California, mandatory water restrictions for urban areas continue, that's in the city, to be enforced by the state Water Resources Control Board. Florida, Miami-Dade, and the Keys have water. But hey, as we were reading earlier, went into Arizona. Yeah, that's going crazy, man. Yo, I don't like this new Google stuff, man, because it'll change the information up on you. Yeah, here it is. Same, see? Arizona, California, Florida. It says all 5 management districts have enacted water conservation measures. So, you know, as we were reading earlier, was going to Arizona, you know, like right here. But hey, Texas, you see Texas, 31 counties, you know. So, hey man, this gonna be crazy. I got another video too. Couldn't think about it, but let's play this. So think it's a joke. Alright? Think it's a joke, man. You can feel like you drying up from the inside out. You gonna be so damn dehydrated, feel like your blood stuck. I mean, I'm just saying. Let me see, my fault, y'all. Let me pause. Hell no, I let it play through. Let me see. Come on.
Dave here for Crossroads Ford in Wake Forest. Check out these deals. Up to $9,000 off Broncos, $8,000 off Broncos Sports, $11,000 off F-150s. Ongoing drought is forcing Iredell County officials to issue mandatory water restrictions in other areas to keep a close eye on their levels. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Brian Blakely. Weeks with little rain are having a major impact on Carolina water supplies. Current restrictions only apply to customers of the Iredell Water Corporation. Queen City News anchor Caroline Boyer explains what they are. For now, those customers aren't allowed to do any daytime watering. They're also asked to avoid things like washing cars and filling up pools. Closer to the Queen City, there are no restrictions in place yet, but that could change if conditions worsen. At Kevin Lofton Park in Belmont, it is very apparent how low the water levels are on the Catawba River. This is the alert that pops up on the Iredell Water Corporation's website, warning customers of the mandatory outdoor water usage restrictions. The goal is to reduce overall water use by 10% to help maintain the correct water pressure in the system. Iredell is one of 23 North Carolina counties currently in an extreme drought, as indicated in red on this map. Mecklenburg County also falls on that list.
We've had below average rainfall since September 2025.
The lack of rain is affecting the dozen reservoirs in Duke Energy's lake system.
The flow has decreased, and so the flow is well below normal.
So far, it hasn't prompted any changes for the utility company, which is part of the Catawba Watery Drought Management Group. Its members monitor drought conditions and come up with recommendations for water conservation. That group is expected to give an update tomorrow. If leaders do declare a drought, they would likely issue suggestions or requests about limiting water usage. In Belmont, Caroline Boyer, Queen City News. Absolute best price.
I got another video too. Hold on. Now this is the video concerning Kearney, Arizona. It says faucets will run dry in Kearney by July the 15th. Officials warn. This was April the 13th, 2026. So this was 5 days ago. Let's play this joint.
New at 5, we've talked a lot about water issues here in Arizona, but residents of one Arizona town, they are really on edge. They are facing the real chance that they could run out of water this summer.
That's right. Town officials in Kearney sent notes to their residents telling them that the town doesn't have enough water.
12 News journalist William Pitts explains what happened in that town and how officials are hoping to keep those taps running.
Town officials have been trying to come up with something for months, but now, unless they find a solution fast, this town of 2,200 people will run out of water right in the middle of summer. The note on the door of City Hall lays it all out. The green bar is how much water Kearney uses. The purple line is how much water they have. When the green bar hits the purple line, that's it. They're out of water. And that will be 3 months from now.
But we only flush once or twice a day. And it's Kearney, so after dark you can pee anywhere you want.
Jerry Caulfield is throwing every idea he has out there.
I'm wearing shirts twice, 2 days in a row, just to cut my laundry in half.
It's not an exaggeration either. The town says the faucets will literally run dry for 2,200 people.
It is really tragic, and it's nobody's fault. The reality is there's just no water available for everybody's use.
Mayor Curtis Stacy is trying to figure out how to save his town.
I've learned more about water law than I ever wanted to know. It's not a challenge that I was looking to face.
The town of Kearney gets all of its water from the Gila River, and it's regulated by something called the Globe Equity Decree. It's a very old agreement that divides up the Gila River water between mining companies, Native American tribes, and towns. That means in a bad drought year, like now, Kearney gets its water cut. Kearney uses about 280 acre-feet of water. This year, they're only getting 77.
Well, the water will be in the ground. There will be water there. There will be water likely in the river. We just won't have a right to it.
Town officials are trying to fix up some old wells, but that won't be near enough water. No one in the town can use water for anything but drinking and sanitation. And Mayor Stacy is trying to convince the nearby mines to sign over some of their water.
We need to clear a path for that to happen, and that means everybody along this river would have to agree to a transfer of water.
That means any of the other groups that get water can veto that idea, even if the mine agrees. That leaves the entire town in limbo.
We're looking to get 50-gallon barrels so we can harvest rainwater.
They hope a good monsoon will help them get to the end of the year. If not, the clock is running, and the water won't be. William Pitts, 12 News.
There are so many communities dealing with outdated water agreements that basically aren't supplying what we need, including...
You cannot get bored on this cruise. I was so amazed at all the things I could experience whilst cruising with Virgin Voyages.
A new change to military...
So you see, there you have it. See, it ain't got nothing to do with water agreements. It's the judgments of Yahweh Shemam Shah. Alright? So let's close out again. With that Jeremiah 50:38. In the NLT. Damn, Ice Spice slapped by fan. Damn. Oh well. Jeremiah 50. What was it, 51? Anyway, we'll get it. Jeremiah 50 and 38. KJV, then the NLT. A drought is upon her waters, Babylon's waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon the idols. NLT, a drought will strike her water supply, causing it to dry up. And why? Because the whole land is filled with idols, and the people are madly in love with them. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. Say prayer for the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom.